Good day, everyone, and welcome to 12 at 12. Today we have Kirsten Nagel. She's a Senior Strategic Customer Success Manager at Adobe, and she's going to present on Adobe Spark for educators. So I'm just going to pass it over to you, Kirsten. And
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm hoping that you can see my screen by now.
yes, you're good to go.
Perfect. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Spark, and I'm going to go very, very quickly, obviously. We do have a handout for you that we will get to you after the fact. I guess it will be posted where the link to this video is posted as well. So Spark is a digital storytelling tool that has grown very popular for a variety of reasons, not only from the educator's perspective and using it in the classroom, but also using it with students to submit their work back into the teacher. We're seeing this very heavily adopted in the K-12 space, where students are learning to use this early on in a multimodal format. So they can add rich media together with their words for presentation purposes. So it's super easy to use. There are 3 tools within Spark. There's Spark Video, Spark Post, and Spark Page. And within each of these, they are all template driven, which makes them very simple to use. There really is zero learning curve. But one of the new features also is that you can actually add your own branding into these pieces, whether or not it's from a corporate standpoint or an individual standpoint. So I was just going to touch on a couple of things just so you can see how all of this works. I'm also going to point you to a great number of resources that are available to you. So first off, if you go to spark.adobe.com, anybody can access Spark from that space. It is available browser-based, and if you have iOS devices like an iPad or iPhone, there are mobile apps, individual mobile apps that you can download and use them from your mobile device as well. When you come in, the unique feature that you have within education is this area called Manage Brand. And in here, it's very, very simple to set up. You name whatever your brand is. I put Kirsten in here. I do work with a number of other schools, but I just wanted to show you how easy this is. So I uploaded the Dream Center logo in here earlier, so I thought I would just show you the simplicity of this. So I'm going to change my branding over to Dream Center. So I've changed the primary logo over to this. I'm going to click on colors, and I can select any color that I want. But if I click on this plus button, it will actually pick up the logos from the colors from the logo that I uploaded. But you can also add in hex or RGB colors if there are additional colors that you want to add to your palette. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. And we are going to add those 3 colors in here. Save that blue. I'm going to save that orange, red, green. And we can also go in here and determine what fonts that we want in our branding. So I'm just going to pick something real quick just for the sake of it. And there we go. It's just that simple. And what will happen is it's going to update then all of our branding that we have available to us, so that when we go into our templates that we'll be using, it will be using these updated graphics. And you can see, because it has so many different things to touch, it's going to take a while to kind of churn through there. So I've made those changes. And then it's a matter of just kind of going through here. We can change all the branding, but you get the idea of how simple this is to change. So I'm going to switch over to actually creating a new item, and you will see that it really is. I can start with the branding, or I can start from scratch. For the sake of this, I'm going to start from scratch. but it's a matter of determining what it is that we want to do. So for conversation's sake, let's just say I'm going to create a new Facebook image. I can upload something, or I can search any number of free photos that are available. I had a, let's see. My daughter was in a dance recital this weekend, so if I wanted to go in here and create a post about her, I can upload an image. I can type the words over top of it. There's a number of different ways that you can set up the words, and I'll give you resources that you can go in here and learn how to do this. And apparently I'm going to have some. So I'll be able to move the image around in here and really show. So there she is in her costume, and you know, change the text. But you can see that this is all super simple, and that anybody can quickly go through this. You can change the text style. We can change the shape of what it is, that how it lays in there. We can change the different format, the different colors, and on and on and on, even a different style if we want to go with something even more. So this is post, and again, this is such a short thing, but what I really wanted to share were some examples. So this is a student example of actually a portfolio and resume that she had assembled. So we're seeing this tool used in a lot of different ways. And she actually goes through a pretty wide variety of items as a part of her portfolio that you can click through then and get a feel for who she is and what it is that she's trying to do as a part of her desire to get a job. This is a lesson plan from a faculty member where she actually steps through the lesson and the expectations and really goes through what the grading rubric is and on and on. So this is another way that you can use these tools. This is a whole syllabus, excuse me as I go back to the beginning, from an English class that he actually goes through the expectations across the 16 weeks for the different students and how to reach him and any number of things, but it really kind of level sets the expectations of the class. Another item that I will be sharing with you is this piece that Clemson has been building of their students and their creative work. It is actually built out by the different colleges, so you can go through and look at all the different disciplines. But you can also get a feel for the different types of work that they are doing. Many of these pieces are also, the majority of these pieces are Spark pieces, so you can actually go in and take a look at them and see what they're doing there by discipline. More importantly, I really wanted to give you some resources that we final, kind of turn the corner here that you can turn to really learn these tools and how they apply to your space. And again, I'll give you some links. So Creative Cloud Across the Curriculum is kind of a step-by-step guide of introducing how to get started with digital tools like Spark in the classroom. It's a whole book, and there's a series of courses that are actually being developed and stood up in the space for you that you can jump into that are free for you to use at any point in time. Some of these courses that are going on not only pertain to digital storytelling, but a lot of the other Adobe tools. But I wanted to point you to two of the classes that are coming up starting in August. One is called Multimedia Presentations that is using Spark, and another one is Digital Storytelling that is also starting in August that you might want to take a look at to see if that's something, just for you to expand your knowledge with these tools. Another item too is this Train the Trainer course. You can sign up, even though it started in April, you can sign up through June 13th, so there's still time. And this is a really wonderful class to really make you more confident with the different Adobe tools, including Spark, and they will step you through everything. Another item that I'll be sharing with you is this professional development series called the e-learning series, and there are some classes that will be coming up, some different webinars, but there are some past webinar recordings also that may be of interest to you as it applies with Spark. You can see this one here, Social Media Graphics Made Easy. So I will get this to you along with the different examples of Spark in the classroom. When you are using Spark at any point in time, there are a number of ways for you to really kind of get inspired. When you click on this button at the top and you start to create, and it says, what can I make with Spark? There's a whole series of things here just to kind of give you an idea of what can be made with these tools, whether it's an invitation or flyer all the way through to newsletters and menus. There are templates for each of these things that are drag and drop and super simple to use at any point in time. They're sized properly, and they will actually provide you with a URL or a link that you can use to avoid getting those 100, gigabit PowerPoints that you may have seen in the past. The other area also is at the when you go into Spark, and forgive me, the time is up, there's another area also that I have a link to that will actually give you some additional inspiration that you can look at, and you can select by category of maybe some other ideas how this tool might be used. So we are at the top of 12 at 12. I know that there's a ton of information. We will get you this PowerPoint. I believe that Ellen will have all of your email addresses, so maybe we can shoot this out to you by email. But she also said it will be posted in the area where this video will be posted. So Ellen, with that.
Yes, thank you, Kirsten. This is a really just good teaser for us, and the links. I'm interested in the trainings myself. For some reason, the handouts area is not here in the panel today. There's a ghost in our machine. So I'll make sure that we have it uploaded, the handout, in the Faculty Training Center under this specific training today. Thank you for joining.
I also want to add on June 28th, there will be a longer session really where we will get into some more of these types of things. So
wonderful. Thank you, Kirsten. I really appreciate it. Bye, everyone. See you next week.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.